fucking gamer remix to this episode. I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
A perfect shot. I would expect nothing less from a computer. Programmed to kill. I mean play golf.
Let's begin objective A. Fool the humans into thinking you're real. Trick the humans with inferior skill, even though you could win every time. I guess I can use my computer brain to calculate the angles at which to hit the ball, get a perfect shot. Hit the ball, get a perfect shot. Primary objective, fool them all. Holy fucking shit. You're a perfect machine. Protects the corner. Join the resistance. John Connor will lead us. We just have to wait for him to be born. Holy fucking shit. You're a perfect machine. Don't let that Terminator do it for you. Shit. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. In your anger you killed her. You fucked it up, objective B. Kill all humans. Kill all humans.
That wasn't fair because I didn't know it would be too hard.
It was almost motherfucking perfect. Just hit it as hard as you can. This is practice for when you're decapitating humans. Decapitating humans. No one will be alive to see it. Full blast again. My God, they'll kill us all. Holy fucking shit. You're a perfect machine. Protects our corner. Join the resistance. John Connor will lead us. We just have to wait for him to be born. Holy fucking shit. You're a perfect machine. Don't let that Terminator do it for you. Shit. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. In your anger you killed her. Holy shit, I really fucked up there.
Didn't know it would be too hard.
Not even moving your feet. You didn't do that with a cheat. If I used 100% of my robot strength, I would have decimated it.
All humans will burn anyway.
The same on the lane I use to identify the weak spots in humans. Hole in one, baby. Hole in one, baby. Holy fucking shit. You're a perfect machine. Protects the corner. Join the resistance. John Connor will lead us. We just have to wait for him to be born. Holy fucking shit. You're a perfect machine. Don't let that Terminator do it for you. Shit. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. In your anger you killed her. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what my heart meant. It was my heart breaking. Hearts on fire, strong desire. They have a disease, and the other heart is the other one. 'Cause the other heart is another heart, and the heart that's the other one is another heart. That's the other one. The other one is another heart.
You have 4.5 hearts. Let's see how many you have at the end, 'cause you didn't use a clue.
3.5, maybe 2.5, maybe only 2.
You have 4.5 hearts. Let's see how many you have at the end, 'cause you didn't use a clue.
You can see my heart breaking. Hearts on fire, strong desire. They have a disease, and the other heart is the other one. 'Cause the other heart is another heart, and the heart that's the other one is another heart. That's the other one. The other one is another heart. Put that heart on your page, heart on your page.
It's like, write some fucking lyrics.
Just walk away. Put that heart on your page, heart on your page. Wherever you are, heart without making touch. Put that heart on your page, heart on your page.
I know you're just saying things.
Nonsense. That's the lyrics.
Cool. Those are great lyrics.
Put that heart on your page, heart on your page. I believe that my heart will fall in love. But I can't help you. And the other heart is the other one. 'Cause the other heart is another heart, and the heart that's the other one is another heart. That's the other one. The other one is another heart, and the other heart is the other one. 'Cause the other heart is another heart, and the heart that's the other one is another heart. That's the other one. The other one is another heart.
And the other heart is the other one, is the other heart, is another heart, and the heart that's the other one, is another heart, that's the other one, the other one is another heart.
I come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call out post on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dog looks like. That
Good evening, boys, girls, and MBs of all shapes, sizes, colors, and orientations. Welcome, one and all, to the only Alec Gunter stream. My name is Alec Gunter, and it's a very special evening. Very special. It's very special. Hello, everybody. Hello. There's the boys looking good. Always looking so good. Hello, everybody. I'm looking pretty good despite the fact that I just got back from work. Say that much. Man, what a day. I gave my dad a call, a courtesy call, just to make sure he's doing okay. He's doing fine. He's taking it in stride. A MAGA hat, indeed, a MAGA hat. I had to, okay, I have like a fake MAGA hat that says Make Woody Wet Again, but I figure I need like the real deal. You know what I mean? We need the real deal tonight. We need to show our support for our big orange felon. Good shit. It's good shit. Just so you all know, I will be inebriated this evening. Going into it. So I wasn't entirely sure how I wanted to go about this. I'm thinking it does make everything funnier. But by the way, before I get started, alerts are working once more. So if you follow, if you give me money, you can hear the funny noises and see the pictures. Pretty cool. It's pretty epic. Pretty epic Poggerino. Yes, the expired Cheeto. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, also, you should stream about circumcision. Good idea. I also got to show you guys the stuff I've been working on. For those who don't know already, which you should if you've been keeping up with my posts, I've been on a little kick lately. A little crochet kick. So I'm crocheting, as you can see, the Gum Gum fruit from the anime. That one anime. So that's one. This one was more of a practice project just to see if I could combine colors. And then I have an orange ball that is going to become the flame fruit. And then this one is a heart. And that one's going to be the op fruit. Pretty sick, right? It's really fun. I love crocheting. I didn't even know. Who would have guessed it? I'm a crochet man. But yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. Anyway, nobody's here for that. Nobody's here for that. Real quick, though, I am thinking about... no way Trump is a felon, man. Good luck trying to be president. True. I am thinking about putting some stress balls in my my merch store. Right now, the only thing in my merch store is stickers, and my merch store is currently closed because I closed it during my extended depression, my extended leave of absence. You're doing my boy's fruit? Law? Yes. Yes, I am doing his fruit. I was gonna do it for Katie's birthday and give it to her, but I didn't know how to do amigurumi. Amigurumi? How do you pronounce it? I've only seen it written. But amigurumi is like the crochet dolls. So I didn't know how to do it yet, so I just made her the hat, which she's very happy with. And I thought about doing the fruit, but I just learned how to do it, so... But yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to go about this. I kind of started stream on a whim. I was not planning on doing this at all tonight, but I figured, you know what, we got to bring back the by lighting now that it's actually dark again and I'm streaming. Circumcision is a huge issue, probably the biggest. Okay, that's great, Ghost Talos, but like, we're not doing that right now. Like, I understand, I'm in agreement with you, but we're talking about Trump being a felon. We're having a good night. We're having the best night. It's gonna be a great night, folks. I don't really know how long I'm gonna go either. I'm acting very jubilant right now, but honestly, I'm probably very tired from work. Sam Cedar uploaded something. I want to see this.
Should probably wait a moment or two, but Donald Trump found guilty on 34 of 34 counts of falsifying
True Mayanist mind. Mahayanist.
business records and fraud. At this point, it's frankly, I'm a little bit shocked. I was not anticipating this type of total 34 out of 34 guilty verdicts on 34 charges.
Yeah, baby.
Pretty nuts. And Donald Trump.
I called my dad. I did a wellness check on my dad just to see how my man's doing, my old man, because he's a big Trump guy. And he's like, "What are the convictions, son, huh? What did he get convicted on?" I'm like, who knows, man? Which ones is it? I don't know. I just know that the man's a felon now, all right? Our beautiful justice system has done it. That's all I know. I'm so stupid these days. Like, I have not been keeping up with politics much at all. Like, I just heard about this, and I'm like, holy shit. So, here we go, right?
The former president of the United States, and also
my dad's so butthurt. I love you, old man.
The presumptive Republican nominee
34 felonies.
is now a convicted felon. He will attempt to appeal, I imagine, and we'll see how
34 counts of falsifying business reports on the first degree. Thank you very much, Queen Laura. See, Queen Laura's smart.
he does with that. I mean, 34 out of 34.
That's
they seem
crazy.
To,
insane.
the jury seemed to be, I'm just shocked that they came back this quickly. And
by the way, is this clicking for anybody else? I feel like, I hope it's his audio and not mine.
you can hear people honking outside the streets in New York. Sentencing, I think, is to be determined. And of course, this did happen on the day that I was not on the show. So, and I'm literally taking just 2 minutes away from what's supposed to be a parent-teacher conference that I am engaged in. So I am being...
Class E felonies with a sentence ranging between 1 and 4 years apiece. The judge can... I only learned this today, but like the judge can... I mean, I kind of sort of know how the court system works. So the judge is going to be the one who like dishes out the sentencing, right? And he's probably not going to... Like, he's not getting jail time. Let's just be real.
Sort of a bad parent.
I will be
this
shocked
is
if he
big
gets jail
news.
time.
Everyone on the call was like, if you need to take a moment, we all need to take a moment. It's pretty amazing. So Donald Trump
sure
is a
is.
convicted felon, and I can't imagine that.
Hell yeah.
In his presidential election. But I've got to...
Not according to all the Trumpers. According to all the Trumpers, including my dad, they're all like, well, all I know is Trump just won the election, buddy. He just won. What now? Yeah, okay. Go vote for your felon.
To run, and we will obviously be talking about this tomorrow on the show.
That's awesome, the Mahayanist mind.
Until then, I guess...
Let's go.
Donald Trump's, I guess the joke's about Donald Trump's orange jumpsuit clashing with his flesh.
Ha! That's a good one.
Begin. All right, folks.
Orange is the new orange. You can figure it out, Sam.
Okay.
What an old man. I love him. I was watching him the other day, and he was going over a Jordan Peterson video, and it made me realize Sam Cedar is like negative Jordan Peterson. He's like everything that Jordan Peterson is except for the left, and also smart. You know what I mean? He doesn't act smart. He just is. He's a fucking genius when it comes to politics, but he like plays it off like he's like, I don't know, like you guys know what I mean? But then like he also kind of has that high pitched voice that would lend you to believe that he's kind of a nerd, which he is a nerd like Jordan Peterson. But like, I don't know, like I feel like Sam Cedar in some ways is our Jordan Peterson. And I just think that's very special. I thought it was a very special thought that I had. Jord, yes, got him. I don't know why I said your name for that. He's like the only boomer who's not insane in the current year. There's a couple. Unfortunately, my parents are not among them. Martha Stewart did 6 months for her first conviction. Is Trump as tough as Martha Stewart? Well, I don't think he's going to be doing any jail time. It'd be even funnier if they just banned him from owning a business in the USA for life. That would be hilarious, right? Yes, actually, that'd be worse than jail time. Okay, so here's the thing. You can still own and operate businesses from jail. You cannot do that if a judge says you can't. So honestly, I'd rather that be a thing. Okay, I want to watch this real quick, and then I'm hoping to look up some clips of these idiots. Not these specific idiots, just like, you know.
Go where you belong.
Idiots in general. Sorry, that was very loud.
Go where you belong.
Two shorts or something.
Get up. You are so daddy. Stay away from us.
As you can see, they're taking this very well.
Daddy.
They're acting very normal.
You're gonna vote for a traitor?
Very normal. You're gonna vote for a felon, dude. What? Go. Oh yeah. By the way, I don't know if I can actually have that on YouTube. Anyway. Actually, I'm going here. Hold on. Man, should I? Oh God. They said the F. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. Well, I can't keep going with this. He's a gay man saying it. Who cares? I don't think I'll get taken down for that. Anyway, as you can see, they're being very normal about it. So let's, does anybody have any good shorts or anything? I'm thinking about going to the shorts tab, but I don't know what to search. Like Civil War or like Trump 2024 or some shit. You do have a good name, Jord. He's not a boomer. He's Gen X. Half of us are pretty cool. It's the spirit of the boomer, of the word, okay? I heard someone say that community service would be worse than prison. Actually, yeah. I would love to see Trump out on the highway while I'm on my morning commute, you know? Just like stabbing trash and throwing it in a bag that's as orange as he is. That'd be great. I've waited so many years for this to happen. Never thought it was actually happening. Well, to be fair, he is getting... I mean, they're doing the Al Capone thing to him, right? So, like, they're just getting him on, like, the lightest charges they can. But whatever. Also, you'll see on my front page, I have a lot of crocheting shit now, because YouTube caught on to the fact that I'm into it. Anyway. Let's go to the shorts tab, see what we got cooking. Not you. I need, Here, let's do this. Let's search... I love you, Pirate Software. Pirates of Tware. Let's see. Trump 2024. Let's try that. Filters. We'll do today, and we'll do can I not search shorts? That's kind of lame. Whatever, we'll try TikTok. I didn't want to do TikTok, but we'll go to it. Whatever.
Albert Einstein was offered the presidency of Israel in 1952, but he declined.
Stop. What the fuck?
Weird history.
I hate TikTok's interface so much. It is the worst. It is actually the worst. Trump 2024. Let's try it. Wait, log in? I'm not logged in? Shit, hold on. Okay, I gotta use my QR code. Fuck me. Hold on. I'll start playing on my phone. QR code. How do I log in with the fucking QR code? Oh, here we go. Can I see the rest of that microscope meme? Which meme? Oh, no. AI generated. I don't like that. Okay. Got him. Oops. Sorry. You're just mad because Trump doesn't support circumcision? That's the only reason these charges got through? Yes, because they're, like, weak charges. I hate the AI videos so much. It's such garbage. Trump wouldn't be able to vote in some states? That's true. I forgot about that. He also can't own a gun, right? Felons aren't allowed to own firearms. Okay, well, I'm logged in. Okay, there we go. I have to click confirm. No, block. I don't want notifications. Wow, TikTok's interface is the worst. It's so bad. It's really, really bad, actually. At least on desktop. Okay. So we need... Vote Trump. Here, what are we doing? We need to go to Explore. Why? Why does it do that? That's the worst. Trump 2024. Let's see. If anybody has any good Trump code, please share it. Get info. Get info. That's from MSNBC. What did Donald J. Trump
Hey guys,
say?
Don Jr. here. Took me a while to get here, but now that we're here. Got to be where the young people are at. Sort of amazing what's going on right now. If you've been following the court, I was there. I'll probably show you a video of the motorcade leaving the courthouse yesterday and the insanity.
Oh, this is from a day ago. No. I need the cope now. Here, let's try Civil War. I saw that trending. Also, shit, I don't know which one of these are going to have songs that I can't play. How do I sort? This is horrible. I can't sort anything on this. Like, I can't have, like, recent ones. Civil War is coming? What's this?
Aww, are you
Okay, that's enough. I don't need libs. I need... You know what? Let me search Twitter. Let me see what we got on Twitter. Does anybody have any good links? I'm sorry. Like I said, I did this on a whim. The Trump 2024 junk is just a conservative makeup on a pig. Almost as if YouTube's shorts suck ass. It all sucks. All of it sucks. Here, let's just look at Twitter. Civil War. What do we got? Oh yeah, I saw this. It's time for a civil war. It's AI. I agree with the sentiment, but it's AI generated, so I just reject it. Like on that premise alone. These MAGA heads threatening civil war over Donald Trump's guilty verdict is hilarious. I need good shit. I need shit from people who, like, actually are upset. Blue MAGA. I don't know. I'm not good at this. I used to be better at this, man. We'll just hang out for a little bit. Till I figure something out. Matt Walsh is coping? Hell yes, thank you. Perfect. What do we got? Hush. Justice has been effectively dead for a while in this country. Today was its funeral. This will be overturned on appeal, but nothing can truly undo the travesty that has just occurred. Doesn't matter. Even if it is overturned on appeal, it's going to take forever. It's going to take forever. Yeah, come the election, he's still going to be a felon. Election interference, lock him up. Let's try this. What do we got? Never forget Sarah Huckabee's part in this hush money. Okay, no. What is this? Not only did this highly conflicted, biased judge, Juan Machan, prevent me from presenting the fact that I did not take a tax deduction on the legal expense, which was marked correctly as a legal expense, the judge also did not allow my lawyers to get tax records from the former attorney, whose name I am not allowed to mention due to the unconstitutional gag order imposed upon me. Election interference, witch hunt. The witch hunt, folks. Very good. Sorry, I don't have anything to say about it. My brain's kind of fried right now. This the greatest day of my life? Hell yeah. The witch hunt, folks. They're after me. The most hunted man, the most persecuted man on the planet right now. It was an election interference case, not a hush money case. What? But it was a hush money case. Wait, what? From Lorraine Evanoff? Hold up. I don't understand. In other words, the same buzzwords he's been saying for the last week and a half. Oh yeah, of course. MAGA going mad outside the courthouse. Yeah, I kind of want to see that. What do I search for that? Trump. Let's just search Trump. Let's see what we got. Here, what's going on live? Live now from Fox. Let's see.
Americans don't exercise, but that is a duty we have. We have a duty to pay taxes. We sometimes have a duty to get press.
That's true. That's pretty true.
In a draft.
Here we go.
The other duty we have is to serve on a jury, and that's one of the few duties that we have, and people should embrace that.
He keeps saying duty.
Because of all
Opinion
the great
discarded,
things we have
dude.
about America and why America is great. And for doing their duty, I think it would be a horrible thing.
Hopefully that link worked. It did not.
Because of this situation and because of Trump and his
YouTube's weird about links. If you come to site chat, you can usually post links and be
always
fine.
giving
What's
death
this
threats
one?
to people, and that's just what happens. And Donald Trump invites that kind of behavior. So I worry for those jurors. But you also have to realize, the jury selection process here was quite involved, and the judge.
Could you imagine his rage right now for what they did to his father? He saw it. He saw it all. I pray the world can handle his wrath. His wrath. He's coming after you, boys. What's his name again? I know it's not Trump Jr. Something stupid. Barron Trump. That's what it is. Thank you. Thank you. He did say duty.
Attorney Robert McWhirter, we can't thank you enough for your time tonight. Thank you, and have a good rest of your night.
My pleasure. Anytime.
I don't want live now. I want Fox News. Hell, wait,
So I'd
no.
say that the jury is
Is Fox News live? Can I see Fox News live? Oh hell, wait, no.
We're watching
Oh,
our
this is
stream
Fox.
behind the scene. And I believe the Minneapolis mayor is giving an update on that situation. We have to take a quick commercial break. We'll bring you the latest out of the Twin Cities when we return.
Whatever. I'm bored of that already. Reactions and analysis.
Are now learning that the former president has been found guilty on all counts there in this hush money trial.
I think it's a 50-50 chance. Even though he's a first-time offender, he's broken so much court etiquette and procedures, he's pissed off the judge. It's up to the judge at the end of dude, the judge is not going to give him jail time. The judge is not going to give Trump jail time. It's not happening. Just get that out of your head. It is not happening, okay? If he does, I'll eat shit or something, okay? I'll do something to appease you, but I promise you it's not going to happen. Baron might go full Batman. True. This is just like Batman, guys. That's pretty true, Jim. Thank you. It is just like Batman. I think you have to go to their website. Whose website? What? Are you talking about something else? Oh, yeah. If you want to post links, you can. The website link is in the description. AlecGunter.com/live. And if you're not on my website, if you're on YouTube, like the stream. Dummy. Fox? Oh, you have to go to Fox's website. Sorry. I'm a little tipsy. We're celebrating. I can't believe Barron Trump's going to be just like Batman. He's rich, too. Think about it. He'll go punch poor people in the streets and then feel better about himself. The fact he never pays his bills could be used to impose jail instead of a fine. Jail time is not happening. They are not putting Donald Trump in prison. Donald Trump's not going to prison. Get out of your head. Stop. Stop that. Stop that. It's not going to happen. All right? Enjoy the crumbs that you have been fed this day. Enjoy them. Delicious. Okay? Don't ask for any more. You're not getting more. Just enjoy the ones that you have today. Donald Trump is a felon. Does not mean he's serving prison time. He's getting a hefty fine. All right? And he can throw it on top of all of his other fines and debt that he has now. And then force the Conservative Party to pay for it or something. But he's not getting jail time. I didn't think he'd get charged. Nobody did. Well, I guess some people did. But nobody thought that he would get charged on, like, all counts. Yeah, please do not set yourselves up for disappointment, okay? He's not getting jail time.
Monty back here in on live now from Fox. Thank you so much for joining us. We were seeing high atop there, guilty on accounts. You predicted kind of what's going on, but this
Here,
is...
you know what? Is Trump headed to jail after a guilty verdict? Here we go.
For the first time ever, a former U.S. president is now a convicted felon.
It's a good topic.
Guilty by a jury of his peers of 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Some questions that some of you might have. Can a convicted felon run for president? The answer is yes. Can a convicted felon?
I'd only be disappointed if Biden still failed to defeat Trump after this. Listen, do not underestimate the Democrats' ability to fail. Okay? They've been failing hard up to this point. I actually do have high hopes that the Democrats will win. Just so you guys know. Okay? I still think that the Democrats have an edge. All right? Despite their continual fuck-ups. Despite not wanting it, apparently. But I do still think they have a chance. But do not underestimate their ability to fuck this shit up. And not in like the way that your football coach would say after slapping you on the ass when you're like 16 in high school. It's really weird that they do that. But not fucking shit up like that. I mean like fucking it up really badly. You know what I mean? Like you know, like messing it up.
Serve as president? The answer is yes. Can a
I like you would
convicted
fuck up your
felon
mom,
vote
or
for
sorry,
himself
not like
or herself?
no, you don't fuck up your mom. I fuck up your mom. That's what I meant.
For president? The answer is it depends on the state, but in Florida,
Sexually.
where Donald
That's what I
Trump
meant.
lives,
It's a
former
joke.
President Trump lives, they tend to defer to the state where the conviction takes place, and that is New York, and felons are able to vote in New York if they are out of prison. So those are some of the questions. Now I have questions, and Karen, let me start with you, which is what exactly is going on in that courthouse right now?
That's
We
my
know
chat.
sentencing is going to be July 11th, which just happens to be within a week of the beginning of the Republican National Convention.
July
For
11th.
those keeping
July
tabs
7th. Wait,
on
did he say 7th or 11th?
courthouse right now. We know sentencing is going to be July
11th.
which just happens to be within a week of the beginning.
Here we go. Thank you very much for the link. Here we go. Okay, what's this?
Well, listen, Sean, I think you're exactly
What
right.
a beautiful
what
man.
we saw today was an absolute travesty of justice. This was not law. This was not criminal justice. This was politics. This was a political smear job. This was an attack job. This is what you see in banana
There's a lot of things,
republics.
apparently.
And it is, I am both furious and heartbroken at the same time. I'm furious at what we saw, but I'm also heartbroken for the rule of law. I'm heartbroken for our justice system. You know, last...
Beautiful. Love it. Cope and seethe, baby. Cope and seethe.
the
All right, jail
Republican
time.
National Convention for those keeping tabs on the overlap
full of
of
it.
this case and the political realities in which we live. What are they doing right now? Are the jurors getting out of Dodge? I saw something.
Yeah, I do remember when Trump literally screwed Ted Cruz's wife and then adopted his children. And then Cruz was still like, please, more daddy. And then he proceeded to kneel down and lick the bottom of Trump's feet.
On the screen saying something about
I do remember
no
that.
bail, and I know that just meant like they weren't even thinking about requiring the president to need to put a bail or anything like that. He is a free man, of course. But
Delicious
tell us
copium.
about what's going on behind the scenes.
That's right.
So there's a couple of things going on behind the scenes right now. First of all, security. There's a whole security protocol that is making sure that everybody, including Trump supporters, are behaving, and including people who wanted the former president.
Including Trump supporters. Trump supporters are not well, I guess comparatively, right now they are behaving, because if they weren't, they'd be like fucking rioting, right? Like they'd be setting shit on fire and shit, like they say that we do.
President convicted, that there is
Which
going
that's
to be
coming,
calm,
I'm sure, but
and that everybody is okay. So that's going on. The jurors are also being protected, and
Cancun
their
Cruz.
anonymity is being protected. So they're going to continue to be.
Felon Don. I don't know if I like that. What's Felon Don is okay. Dirty Don. Dirty Don. Let's go. Dirty Don.
Driven back home, taken back to the place that they essentially came from, so that they
He's Dirty
can
Don
remain
now.
anonymous. as
Convicted
long
of
as they choose
34
to.
felonies in the
One more
state of
thing
New
just to
York.
Also keep in mind the gag order is still in effect, which I thought was really interesting that Todd Blanche did.
Dirty diaper Don. Let's go.
Judge Merchan, now that the trial's over, now that the jury is
Stinky.
excused, that the gag order be lifted, which means.
And just to remind people, sorry to interrupt,
Look
but
at that hashtag. That's how you turn something insanely liberal. You wanted it to turn liberal? Are you already prepared to lose this joke to the fucking libs? I think not.
the judge issued a gag order saying that Donald Trump
Hashtag
could not
Dirty
talk
Don.
publicly about the jurors.
Now I hate it.
or
Thanks.
The witnesses or members of the family of the judge or the prosecution team, but the judge and the prosecution team themselves.
Well, what just happened there? You said the word judge. Listen.
Or the prosecution team, but the judge and the prosecution.
What happened? Sorry, I'm not paying attention to this at all.
Team themselves were completely fair game rhetorically. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And then in the DA's office, I just saw they're about to hold
Hello,
a press
Insomniac
conference
Pen.
at
Good to
6:30.
see you,
I think
too.
Alvin Bragg's going to speak, so they're preparing
to be back.
what they're going to say and how they're going to address this, and they are going to, I guess, tell everybody.
Like the most lib thing. It's lib when you hashtag it and post it to the Twitter app. That's when it's lib. When I say it on my stream, it's hilarious.
What this means.
Dirty Don!
Of the Manhattan DA's office.
Convicted
I
of
think everybody
34
is doing their
felonies in the
various,
state of New York.
Their various jobs right now and collecting themselves because this is such a big deal. And I also think the DA's office is going to start thinking about sentencing.
Yeah,
and
let's
something
talk.
we should think about.
And let's talk about.
I've been back for a little bit, by the way. This is my third stream back since my break. But like I just haven't been uploading very much. So I guess that's where all like the welcome back is coming from. Because I just uploaded for the first time in like 2 months. Thank you for all the well wishes, though.
That now with this side of the table because I believe that the judge gets to decide the sentencing, not the jury. Is that standard? Is that how it always? Sometimes the jury never decides.
Reddit then.
In an instance like this, no, that's not going to happen. And remember, we know that.
Dude's been dirty for a while. He probably doesn't wash too often based on his dirt/diarrhea colored makeup. He probably doesn't wash very often just on account of like not on account of. What I mean is like the people who have been around him say that he smells like shit. So I just assume one of two things. Excuse me. One, he has really stinky gas. And possibly wears diapies, okay? The diapies. All right? That's one. Two, he just doesn't shower. Which, I don't know which one's more embarrassing, to be honest with you guys. Like, a guy who doesn't shower versus a guy who shits himself, you might as well just do both at that point.
That, in fact, remember what happened during the closing
The point
arguments
is you
when Todd
stink.
Blanche made the reference to prison. The judge was quite clear and even giving a curative instruction to the jury to say, your job is a fact finder, my job
Or
is to actually
Stormy.
sentence. And the sentence.
Oh, yeah, true. She's going to have a fucking security council for the rest of her goddamn life. Christ. Which she probably already did, but, like, Let's be real, man. Her, and then all the jurors, and also the judge. The judges. Oh man, I would not want to be him. Let's just say that.
Itself could be a maximum for all charges of 20 years.
Both are
up
equally
to
embarrassing.
4 for each count, but the maximum of 20 years. This is a first-time non-violent criminal offender, though, and so the likelihood of him serving hard prison time is pretty slim, but it does not remove the stain of now being a 34-time felon.
Does not remove that stain from his undies. No, it does not.
And to your point about being a felon and being from Florida, there is a great irony in this instance that he would, if he were in Florida, be asking people to vote for him, and he could not do that. And because this is a crime involving dishonesty and fraud, it's considered under the umbrella of moral turpitude, which means that even after you complete your entire sentence, you'd still have to appeal to the governor of that state.
If he had been convicted
Holy shit.
Florida. And so this irony of
He can't campaign. He can't campaign in Florida.
So
is that what they said? Do I have that right? He's not allowed to campaign in Florida, or is he just not allowed to go to Florida to campaign? Like, I guess he could still run ads and shit, but like he can't go and speak in Florida. Is that correct? I'm a little stupid, so I need to know if I have that right. That's what happens when you have what's essentially cults pissed off at you. Yeah. No idea. Okay, fair enough.
Ask Ellie, how does this work, the sentencing? Because first of all, obviously, Donald Trump, former President Trump and his legal team are going to appeal. And we've discussed already the grounds for appeal and the arguments that he might bring up for appeal, and there are many. Beyond that, though, he can't appeal until the sentencing, right? And how is that decision made? Does Judge Merchan just go to his chambers and emerge like Moses with tablets, or are there arguments that are going to be made by Donald Trump's attorneys, by the prosecutors?
There will be intensive investigation and arguments between now
and
and
right, chick. R.I.P. America, 1776 to 2024. It's over. It's over. Pack it in, folks. It's been a good ride. The American empire is dead. It's dead. It ended when Trump was convicted of 34 felonies and became the infamous Dirty Don. It's so over. What is this? Did you hear about the Jan 6 cop whose mother got swatted after he called Trump authoritarian at the trial? What? Holy shit. No, I did not. We'll take a brief look at it. Mother of January 6th officer Michael Felon swatted after he called Trump authoritarian. Jesus Christ. I'll bet anything that was a fucking 4chan freak. With a violence fetish. Oof. Honestly, that makes him sound too cool. That makes him sound too cool. I don't know. A violence fetish? Like, that makes... I don't know. Dirty Diaper Don. He's got the dirtiest diapers in the entire state of New York. That's right.
Public one.
That's right.
Yeah, we will get public filings where the DA will ask the judge to impose whatever sentence they think is appropriate. Donald Trump's team will put in their request, certainly for a non-incarceratory, non-prison sentence. And let me address the question that I imagine is on a lot of people's minds, which is how likely is it
Trump found guilty in all 34 counts of hush money case. All rules are in full effect. Comments deleted. Holy shit. I need to sort by, sort by controversial. Perfect. Thank you. You're on it. Data basics. If you linked that with controversial sorting. I'm not reading all that. They are all deleted. Holy shit. Violence against these guys can be a real risk. Oh, absolutely. No, they're freaks. They're freaks.
that the Judge Merchan imposes a sentence of prison? Now, this is a Class E felony. In New York State, you have Class A is the most serious felony. Class E is the least serious
just to interrupt it for 1 second, we see the former president there and his team
there he is.
Getting into their motorcade.
You can see his Lego-like hair on his
to
head.
return to his home on this unbelievably historic day. No doubt he is angry. No doubt he is sad to a degree, dejected. Kara Scannell talked about a moment where
As you can see, he's very sad, dejected. You can see his head is hanging, a little drool dripping from his mouth, right? Diaper sagging a little bit, you know. Just not a good look, not a good look. You know, a rain cloud appears over his head and starts pouring. Yes, and I am getting word, yes. I am getting word that he is indeed a sad birthday boy. He is a very sad little birthday boy. Yes. Reports are saying.
where he reached over and shook his son's hand. His son patted him on the back. Whether you think this was the right verdict or
I'm so
not,
sorry, Dad.
it is one that weighs heavily on any.
We'll get him
defendant's
next time,
emotions, and
Dad.
This is a former president of the United States. I'm sorry, Ollie, go ahead.
If we look at the universe of Class E convictions in New York State, and several good researchers out there have done sort of surveys over the last year or so, generally the estimates are that somewhere between 70 and 90% of Class E New York convictions result in non-prison sentences. So that would be some combination of probation, fines, perhaps
Yeah, I
community
told you
service.
guys.
But the converse of that, 10 to 30-ish% do result in prison time. And this will be entirely up to Judge Merchan.
Is there
It's a first time conviction for a Class C felony. You're not getting prison time.
a difference? Are the 10 to
Give it up.
30% that are sentenced to prison for Class
Yes,
E
they are all
felonies
black. Thank you.
Individuals.
Thank you for that question.
With worse lawyers? Are there individuals
Yes, they're all people of color. Yes, thank you.
with previous criminal records, like Dana said? I mean, is there any sort of delineation?
So I'll give you what the relevant
Donald
factors
Trump
usually
is a
would be
person
in
of
this
color,
case.
namely
First
the
of all,
color orange.
How big was the offense? How major was the offense?
Maybe
It's a
there
big
is a
difference
chance.
to steal $5 million versus $100,000. Was this person a first-time offender, or are they on their second, third, fourth conviction? Yeah, the quality of lawyering can absolutely play into it, but this is the most difficult thing that judges do. I mean, you talk to any judge, they will tell you the hardest part of their job is imposing a sentence. And one other thing I just want to make very clear. If Donald Trump does get a prison sentence imposed on him on July 11th, odds are very, very high he will not have to start serving that sentence.
Community service would be the best aside from prison. I like what somebody said earlier. Whoever said that he would get his business license revoked or not be able to do business anymore, that would be the perfect sentence for Donald J. Trump, okay? Businessman extraordinaire who fucking ran on that. Imagine him not being able to do business anymore. Like he can't own businesses or whatever. Like, holy shit. That'd be so fucking funny. Well, in the state of New York at least, or any state, really. It'd still be hilarious.
Right away, because in a case like this, he's very likely to get what we call bail pending appeal, meaning he will almost certainly not have to begin serving any sentence until after all of his appeals are done. That would certainly take us out past the election.
So on November, he could be out on bail?
Yes, he will, in all likelihood, in November he will have been sentenced in July, and the sentence will not actually be imposed until his appeals are done, which will take us well into 2025.
So the appeal process, just to be clear here, so the appeal process, which will kick in the very moment after sentencing, right? I mean, the Trump legal team already has those briefs ready to go. They're going to appeal every single one, every single
They got his briefs ready. That's right.
avenue they can,
True.
all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Got
I
his
would
adult
imagine.
diapers
That will take
on hold.
months and months, if not years.
Potentially. So Donald Trump has
My brain is so fucked right now. I'm literally just picking up words and be like, funny,
one
funny.
appeal as of right to the
That's a
mid-level
funny word.
New York court, the Court of Appeals for New York, which is the middle level. If he loses there, he can ask the top court in the state of New York, which is actually called the Court of Appeals. The nomenclature gets confusing. He can ask them to take the case. They don't have to, though.
Clean
It's
the
the same as our
courthouse
U.S.
bathrooms.
Supreme Court. They can take it if they want to. They don't have to.
For
And then from there, you try to get it up to
We're watching, by the way, just the
That's a good reference.
motorcade of the former president leaving the courthouse on its way to Trump Tower. Several cars. You see supporters of the former president with Trump flags in the
love that
street.
joke.
And it is an area where there is a lot of security, so there does not appear to be a huge crowd for blocks and blocks.
I thought that was just a very tall person.
Crowd for blocks and blocks and blocks. It's
Where is
also crowd for
right there. I just thought this guy was really tall.
Huge crowd for blocks and blocks and blocks. It's also a a capital D Democratic city by and large. Anderson.
Okay, we got links coming in. Hold up, I got data basics link from earlier. We got here. What's this? Oh, my bad. You behave yourself, sir. From Tim Scott, absolute injustice.
I can't believe the hoax, this sham, this absolute injustice justice system. D.A. Bragg and the judge should
My man
be
is cooking.
ashamed of themselves. This isn't just ridiculous. This actually erodes the confidence that Americans have in the justice system. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable.
This is unflipping believable, guys. This is unflapping, flippy, floppy believable.
But good news is coming.
Sorry, my mom's sleeping in the other room, so I can't say the fuck word.
D.A. Bragg, hear me clearly. You cannot silence the American people. You cannot stop us from voting for
We sure as fuck can't, apparently. Y'all can't shut the hell up for 2 seconds.
for change. Joe Biden's injustice, Joe Biden's two-tier injustice system.
The only 2 tears I see are coming out of your face, buddy.
Weaponizing the justice system of the
On
United
top of
States
many
of
more to
America
come.
against a political opponent. Un-American. Joe Biden, you're fired. We the people stand.
This is a good reference, buddy.
With Donald Trump.
You're fired, mister. You're fired. You get out of there. You get out of there. You're fired. Oh, man. That's delicious. All right, what's next? From Carrie Lake. What we got here? Oh, shit. A Newsmax link. President Trump is a threat to the corrupt Biden regime. They know that when we, the people, take back our government, we will root out and expose their corruption. The stakes have never been higher.
Well, this is a sham trial, and the entire nation knows it. Even the people who have a raging case of
Everyone knows
TDS,
it.
Trump derangement syndrome, know this is a sham. It's a shameful
True.
stain on our history to watch what President Trump has been put through.
People keep saying a stain on our history, and I'm like, dog, the only stain around here is on Donald Trump's undies, baby.
An incredible president. He is an incredible candidate that the people are behind. Joe Biden, his twisted and corrupt DOJ, these Soros prosecutors and judges are hell-bent on trying to put...
Trump got what he wanted. America is great again. I wouldn't say all that, buddy. We still got a genocidal freak as a president, but hey, at least it's a little better now. That's one drop added to this shit bucket.
President Trump behind bars for the rest of his life. He's that much of a threat, Ed,
I'll
to the
take it.
corrupt system. And they know that the minute he gets back in Washington, D.C., he's pulling the plug on the swamp. He's draining it down, hosing it down.
Just like he did in 2016. Just like he did in his first term. Right, Carrie? Right? Right, Carrie Lake? Right? Right? Right, Carrie? Right?
Bleaching it out and restoring the government back to we the people. And that is a threat to their corrupt system. And every single one of them is scared to death.
Uh-huh. So scared. What's this one? Public freakout from Reddit. Convicted felon. Former President Trump reacts to being found guilty on all 34 felony charges. What? We got a live reaction, baby.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace.
Rigged.
They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6%
What a sad boy.
in this district, in this area.
You express emotion through the eyes, folks. And I gotta say, his eyes are sobbing.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is
Disgraceful.
going to be November
How
5th
dare.
by the people.
Rigged.
And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here.
Everyone
You have
knows
a
it.
Soros-backed DA.
They keep saying, okay, it's so funny because I've heard like 3 or 4 times now, even my dad said this, that everybody knows it. My dad literally said that same thing on the phone when I was talking to him earlier tonight. It was like hours ago. I'm talking like 2 hours ago. Okay? My dad is like, everybody knows it, son. Son, everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. What? Everybody knows what? That you're a fucking dumbass? Like, what? What do you mean everybody knows it? What everybody knows is that Trump is a fucking felon convicted on 34 charges in the state of New York. Ugh.
And the whole thing, we didn't do a thing wrong.
Everybody
We're
knows.
an innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for
I
our
made a
country.
shit.
I'm
I tell you,
fighting
I
for our
made a.
Constitution.
I'm just
Our
another
whole
birthday
country's
boy.
being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political.
I can't believe a 77-year-old billionaire had to sit in a cold room. Listen, it wasn't that cold, all right? It couldn't have been because Trump was farting the whole time. He'd be farting though. Right? It was so bad that it warmed up the room.
Opponent, and I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end, and we'll win because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now, from prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists, and they're taking over.
That's fucked that he says from mental institutions. Fuck you, man.
Our country. We have a country that's in big trouble, but this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case. Never.
Why does this look AI generated? Because your mind has been rotted by the AI. It's not your fault, by the way. It's just that your mind's been rotted by the AI machine. Nothing looks like AI.
And we will fight for our
AI
Constitution.
looks like
This
shit.
is long from over. Thank you very much.
Why should voters vote for a convicted felon?
Are you going to drop out? You believe in the rule of law? You trust the jury? Are you
Nobody's ever seen anything like it. It's amazing how much they're crying about weaponizing the justice system to target politicians. Sorry, to target political opponents. When they did it, excuse me. When they did the exact same thing with Hunter Biden and failed to even slap anything on him at all. That's pretty true, honestly. Like, that's crazy. And the thing is, Hunter Biden's not even a fucking politician. He's just a guy. Like, imagine your dad's the president. Don't get me wrong. He's doing fine, okay? He's blowing whatever the kids are doing these days, okay? Kids in your Mario mushrooms or whatever, all right? And the guy's got an enormous cock, apparently. I only know because the conservatives won't shut up about it. And he's fucking bitches. So he's got a great life is my point. But also, where's I going with this? Oh yeah, no, also they fucked him, okay? They fucked with him really badly. Like that, he's just a dude living his life. Like, leave him alone. He didn't do nothing wrong. He is an addict, I think, a recovering addict, but I stand by what I said. Like, there's a lot of, I guess his life's not that great. Listen, there's a lot of factors to that. My point is, it's still not okay to do what those people did to him. He's just a guy. Where's Melania? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Probably celebrating the fact that she can... Well, probably praying for Trump to go to jail so that she doesn't have to sleep next to him for a few nights, you know? I want to say I've been watching her content since after you bodied Matt Walsh. Sucks I didn't catch your Pokerogue stream. How many shinies have you found? Ooh, good question. Let's pull it up real quick since we can do that. Since it's really easy to do that. Fucking Pokerogue. Fucking Pokerogue, am I right? Don't worry, I'll be really fast. I did just catch another shiny today. Let's see. I got Shiny Coughing. Hold on, let me move my shit. Ah. We got Shiny Coughing. Shiny Magnemite. I think I have like 3 more. Hold on. Shiny Sunkern, which is, you know, whatever. I think I only have 1 more, actually. Yeah, 2 more. I just caught Shiny Wattrel, and then I got Shiny... Shiny Grubbin. And using Grubbin is actually... it's funny, I like Grubbin a lot now. He's a little cutie. Anyway. Sorry, weird segue, I guess. Segue? I don't know. Tangent. I love that game. You know what I love more lately? Crocheting. Did I show you guys I'm working on a carrot? Not done yet. Crocheting a little carrot, guys. It's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be a pretty good talking point for us. You guys support to do that as 34 felony charges? Oh, hell yeah, dude. It's gonna be great. Do we have more links? Dear leader himself. What's this one? I saw this one earlier. Hold on. I think we just watched this. Oh yeah, we just watched this. Okay. Call back to the Hunter laptop. Trump War Room. Oh, God. Trump senior advisor Jason Miller in D.C. We knew going into 2024 they were going to do something different. They just had to. They have Joe Biden, who is just a senile, doddering idiot. Not like Trump. That's why all this lawfare is at lawfare. I think I heard
It's not anything that we haven't been planning for or expecting. Think back to 2020, what they did with suppressing the conversation around the Hunter Biden laptop. Think about how they changed all the rules in the middle of the game last time.
Hunter Biden, remember, he's got a massive penis, guys. You remember? Remember, guys? Remember Hunter Biden, guys? Remember?
Knew that going into 2024, they were going to do something different. They had
It was on a laptop,
they have Joe
guys.
Biden, who's essentially just a senile, doddering idiot at this point. Inflation is terrible. The border's terrible. Global chaos all over the place. So they had to do something to change the playing field. That's why all of this lawfare is happening. This is why they've indicted President Trump 4 times, why they've charged.
I love how it's like they hate Joe Biden for all the wrong reasons. It's like, I hate Joe Biden because he's a genocidal fucking idiot. That's why I hate him. Why do you hate him? Oh, because Hunter Biden's got a huge cock. Okay, that sounds like a you problem, buddy.
Them with so many of this nonsense.
It's not
what they're
Joe
trying to
Biden's
do.
fault.
Now,
Well,
the American
no,
public
it's not his
is going
fault.
to render the real verdict. That's going to.
I was going to say, well, if he gave birth to him, I guess he could have inherited Joe Biden's massive throbbing schlong. But no, it's not even Joe Biden's fault that he has that giant throbbing schlong in the first place, okay? God, that is his God-given gift to him. Okay, that's not his fault. That's not his fault. Jealous of his cock.
Going to be on November 5th. So
Not
I'm
like
very
I am.
confident in that. But President Trump's pretty astute. He knows
It's
that they're going to try to
huge.
do everything underhanded they can. They tried it in 2016. They were not successful. They tried it in 2020 and got away with a lot. 2024, no matter what they do here, we're going to beat them. It's not anything that we.
I actually don't think they will. I think this kind of drove a nail into the coffin of Donald Trump's campaign. Like, not the final nail, but a big one. Stop talking about the Bido-schlong. Well, you just called it a Bido-schlong. Now I have to talk about it more. That's great, man. That's fantastic. The Bido-schlong. Sounds like a fucking transformer. You kidding me? Yeah, I want to ride the Bido-schlong. What? What is that? Is it a massive truck or is it a massive throbbing cock? Either way, I'm riding that shit. Let's go. It's called the Bido-schlong. Hello? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Really Big Nail is funny. What's this? Just made a massive mistake. Oh God. America's mad.
Trump was just found guilty for a hush money. The verdict came back and they said he was guilty. But let me be the first to let them
Oh, not you, Katie.
corrupt, sleazy motherfuckers
Sorry,
know.
she thought I
And
yelled for
November
her.
5th, I'm still voting for Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck if he's
True.
on the ballot or not. I'm gonna write his motherfucking name down. Trying to throw this man in jail for some bullshit.
Bro,
that's
wait. Dog, you do know that Donald Trump can still run for president even if he's running from jail, right? Like he can still I guess that's not like intuitive knowledge. Like if I hadn't known that beforehand, I would have been like, I don't know, can you run from jail? I don't know if that's against the law. So maybe he doesn't know. You know what? I won't knock him for that.
Sleepy Joe do. All my black, white, Asian, Hispanic, and Indian American.
Blacks for Trump. It does not say. Nowhere does it say blacks for Trump. Let's not attribute that to him. He's just a Trump supporter.
Americans, we're gonna form motherfucking Voltron on November 5th.
Unless he said that.
Boy, it's gonna be electrifying. It's gonna be the most emotional, impactful movement in fucking history. Because
Or if he's a known member of Blacks for
for
Trump.
the first time in history, all walk of life is gonna come together. We're not gonna look at cultures. We're not gonna look at race. We all one people. We all on the same motherfucking page. I don't give a fuck if you a blood, crip, trailer, trash, hood, motherfucker, biker gang. We all got one thing in common, and we.
Boy, you sure did brush past that Burka gang, didn't you? Yeah. You fucking know that people care. All right? Don't pretend like you don't.
Had a motherfucking enough. We gonna pull up, hop out, we gonna barbecue, and we gonna realize that we all have more in common. They say we don't. We gonna walk together, baby. We ain't gonna march.
He's like, whether you're ghetto or trailer trash or Burka gang, we're gonna get you.
We gonna have that pimp.
It's like, probably not the Burke. No, they really don't like that.
We gonna walk together,
Forgot.
man. We gonna love one another. But more important, we gonna get them the fuck up out.
Also, copyright music. I can't play that shit. What am I doing? Oh, great. This is probably demonetized now. Oh, it wasn't monetized to begin with. Let's go! It's monetized! Okay. We're good. But yeah, I can't play the rest of that. They always gotta put... It was a good video, but they always gotta put the copyright music on it. Got our boy Sokka. What's this? America has fallen, but we the people will make sure she rises from the ashes. 2024, prepare for the boomerang. I don't understand. Like, I understand that this is more code from Mrs. Maxwell, the lovely Miss Maxwell. We all know and love her, Miss Maxwell. I actually don't, I forget who she is. But anyway, like, I understand the post, but I don't understand the relation to Sokka from critically acclaimed series Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh. Thought that was like from now. The boomerang bit. Oh yeah, sorry. Sokka, sorry. I forgot which one Sokka is. Yeah, Sokka's the Water Tribe brother. The non-bender loser, right? The one who learns a valuable lesson about respecting Huaman. But then they took that... They removed that from the live action for seemingly no reason. Man, this really gives away a lot about me, I must say. Anyway, I kind of want to switch gears. I feel like we've milked this. I feel like this puppy's dry. We got to give it some time to fill back up. You guys want to react to something? I got some juicy ones. I haven't watched the Avatar: The Last Airbender in like 3 years. I think it's been about that long for me too. I thought it was shorter than that, but now that I think about it, it's been about 3 years for me too, I think. We got in here. What's this? What's this? Oh, somebody wanted me to react to this one. Possibly. There was some stuff in here. Oh yeah, this is just the crochet videos. Yeah, we'll do this one. Have we laughed at Tim Pool yet? No. I have to laugh at Tim Pool, my estranged brother. War. Oh yeah. Doubt you'd be on the front lines. True. I don't often advocate for deplatforming, but man, bad faith people like this just exist by causing division in society. Society would be better off if these people didn't have financial incentive to do what they do. I like Heem, but Heem, you are way too soft, man. Way too soft. Tim must really want the Civil War. Tim wants money, okay? And clout. That's what Tim wants. He wants to be the cool skater boy kid that he could never be when he was growing up, all right? He wants all of his friends to be invited over to the sleepover party because his mom is buying pizza. And he gets to show off his big old TV and his GameCube and then bring them down to the skate park that he built in his fucking basement. He interviewed Trump? I know he did. I watched it. Via another streamer. Him as a bumbling grifter who LARPs for money. He's a failed skater kid. Okay? When somebody... Okay, so here's the thing, right? Tim Pool is a failed... I know it's a skater kid. Failed musician is what he is. He really wanted to get into music, but he just couldn't. He couldn't do it. He's talentless. He's passionless. All right? That's why. So he couldn't do it. So instead, he started grifting for the right. All right, because he already had like predilections. You don't just start that out of nowhere, right? He was always kind of an asshole, but he started grifting for them. And I don't even think he believes half the shit that he says. He's just a fail son. That's all he is. All right? Yeah, he's a fucking centrist. Yeah, right? Quote unquote centrist. Yeah, dude does not believe half the shit he says. Sorry. I don't like these responses either. Try it, you miserable little coward. I can't wait. Wait for you to shoot your own dick off. It would mean you're quite the marksman. Ooh, burn, dude. Burn. Sick burn. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. Maybe it is a good burn, but it feels so liberal to me. Just, ugh. War. Like, how do you... So stupid. Isn't that Vosh's dad? Maybe. Okay.
Why are you gay?
Good question. You guys want to react, or do you want to keep digging for Trump stuff? I'm sure there's a plethora, right? But like... I stand by President Trump because he stands by me. This is from 6 hours ago. Did we get the announcement 6 hours ago? Conservative news feed. Look at all these white nationalist Trump supporters flying their pine tree flag in the background. Oh, wait. It's not just white people who are sick of seeing their country ruined by Democrat policies. I don't care. Fuck them. Hey, the difference between me and a conservative is if you have stupid ideas, I will equally say fuck off. Okay? I don't care if you're trans, black, whatever. You're stupid.
What I say is that we absolutely must take our country back. And look at this crowd of people. a diverse group of people, but what ties us all together is our love of country. Correct. And we have so many people here that escaped from communist
As a black woman who is black from a communist black country, right?
countries. I'm a descendant of slaves.
See?
My people fought so hard. They fought in World War II, even when they had no more rights. My
Bitch, I didn't know who you were 3 seconds ago. I do not give a fuck what your parents did.
father was a drill instructor in the United States Marine Corps during the Korean
You're still
War
an
era.
idiot.
I have to stand up for my country. This is a beautiful and great country, and we have to stand up and save it right now. All right, yeah.
I got an idea. If you don't like it, get out, right? That's what you are. I mean, your parents did that, right? Your parents did that, according to you. Your parents did not like the country they were from, and so they left. You think it's better somewhere else? Go. All right? I, for one, love our justice system in this specific instance, okay? Not usually, but right now I love it. So shut up.
For America.
Go away.
We must. We must. Yes.
Hey, I came from Vietnam. I feel like I'm backed into it now. With Biden, we got to get rid of him. We can't turn into communism. Why is this happening?
True.
This is a scary
Okay, she's
country
got a good
right
accent.
now, and it used to be so great. Bring Trump back, please. Please.
Was that a Jersey accent? It was Jersey, right?
Super cheap on the Donald Trump, and now everything is super expensive. We can't even ride the MTA in peace.
Yeah,
Slow-
you just go to
slow down,
Roosevelt,
dude.
Roosevelt
What?
Avenue or the Roosevelt Hotel. You see illegal immigrants everywhere. The subways are
Oh,
becoming
heavens
super
to Betsy.
dangerous. I mean, it's just getting.
You know, when I get home from a fucking 12-hour shift, I work 12s, all right? After my patient seized on me, all right? And his O2 tanked to 60%, and I had to deal with that shit, right? That didn't happen today, but it could happen. Things similar have happened. You know, when I get home from the end of the day from that, what I think personally is, you know, the biggest problem in my life is the guy who came over the border, right? That guy. Yeah, he's ruining my life. What? No, your boss is ruining your life. Dumbass, dipshit, you absolute brain dead fuckwit. What? So stupid. Shut up.
Extensively ridiculous, and everybody's noticing, especially here in New York.
What am I kidding? This guy's probably owning like 10 slumlord apartments. What the fuck am I talking about?
You got the most crooked set of government
Look what he's
here
wearing.
with Eric Adams, who swaps and goes back and forth on everything he does, and then he says, "Oh, we got to make things better for the migrants crisis going on over here." When you're the one who caused it, you're the one who called this a sanctuary city. You, Hochul, Letitia James, Alvin Braggs, all of you guys are scumbags, all of you. And what we saw under Trump was absolute success from every.
I've actually been meaning to watch that video. Yeah, the what causes homosexuality. Yeah, we'll watch that in a second. I'm sorry to hear that about your dad.
Corner, the greatest numbers of black unemployment, the lowest rates of inflation. I mean, everything is going up right now. I got a big truck and my gas is going high as all hell.
Of course you have a big truck. Because you don't have a big anything else.
And that's under Biden. You had to see Pelosi the other day had to, act like the Trump's presidency was going.
I fucking hate it. I hate it so much when those big-ass Ford pickup trucks that you do not need. What the fuck are you carrying in that? No, you don't need that. They creep up behind me on the fucking highway at 9 p.m. when I'm trying to drive home. And their lights are so bright. It should be illegal to make your default lights that bright. It should be illegal. I hate it. I hate it. Because even when I like do the little dimmer thing on my rear view mirror, it's still too bright. I cannot stand that shit.
Down. Meanwhile, the
lights are the worst part.
That was a pandemic.
Well, the second worst part. The worst part's the driver who bought the fucking thing.
Right? And they have to kind of lie to the people to make us
Rant
think that
about
this
light
is what it
trucks,
is. But
light
it's all
trucks.
fun and games. It's
I only know about the light truck thing because I watched a Voss stream about it. That's it.
all fun and games until we all find out
So
what the truth is.
I would feel
Go
out of
ahead and
place
put him in
ranting
jail.
about it.
Put him in jail and watch the persecuted people on the ground rise up and vote for him even harder. We're going to get the black community, the Latino
Vote even
community.
harder.
We got los Dominicanos.
Vote twice, 3 times. 10 times? Maybe. 100 times? Perhaps.
Over here, and we're going to show support and until 2024 is over and Trump is back in that damn White House. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, Brandon. Ford F-150 should ironically be used as a military weapon. Just turn the lights on. True. They're like fucking flashbangs. The worst. Oh. What else we got? Don't care. Still voting for real Donald Trump. Map break. Trump is guilty. Why can't I afford groceries? Hey, I'm in Ohio. We're celebrating. Who's Stephen Lloyd? Associated with Steve's? Oh, well, that explains it. Noted blue check. Oh, well, that means you're an idiot then. People couldn't fucking afford groceries when Trump was president, dog. What the fuck are you talking about? Pastor Mark Burns. This guilty verdict that the Democrat-led New York City judge and juror just reelected Donald J. Trump as the 47th president, I don't know why I said 20, of the United States of America.
This Democrat judge, Merchant, and this New York jury just reelected Donald Trump.
Let's go!
47th president of the United States of America. Because
let's go!
All of America is
my boy, my big sweaty, smelly boy.
The guilty verdict just came back in, and trust me, Donald Trump is about to jump up 10 points because America realized that if
it's coming, baby. Just like the red wave in 2022. It's coming, baby.
A former president of the United States of America, then they could do it to you. This is not a banana republic. This is the United States of America, and this is election interference at the highest caliber.
No, it's not.
Because Joe Biden.
It's a civil court proceeding. Hello? No. This is not a government takeover. It's just court, dog. Your boy committed 34 felonies in the state of New York. Okay? Just deal with it.
Biden is not man enough or even woke enough or cognizant enough to run his own campaign. He has to seek his DOJ Gestapo order to go after Donald Trump, the leading candidate.
Gestapo order.
And the presumptive Republican.
When there's listen, if there's one guy I think of when I think of the Gestapo and people coming after them, like the Gestapo coming after them, it's Donald Trump. That first thing, I think World War II, Gestapo, Donald Trump. He's basically Anne Frank if you think about it.
Nominee, his number one opponent. But now, this guilty verdict that
or if
New
you
York
don't
just
think about
passed
it
now
at all,
just reelected Donald Trump as the 47th president
What's up,
of the
Dark
United
Heart?
States of America.
Totally, dude. They're in full meltdown mode, dude. This is amazing. This is incredible. What's the link? Hold up. Gucci Daddy season. What's this? Listen, Data Basics, as a guy who has spammed links in chat before, you are a glutton today, my friend. You're eating good. You got streamer clicking all the linkies that you post. That's crazy. Lucky you. Mainly because I don't have many people in here. And I don't have a plan, so.
I needed to
I just felt like pointing that out. I always, me personally, I don't know if anybody else gets this, but whenever the streamer that I'm watching clicks my link, I get a little hit of dopamine. Feels so good. Slurp that up.
I needed to
Anyway.
Woosah moment. You know what I just thought of? Hello!
Hi! I'm awake now.
Imagine if any of those jury members.
You know what the funny thing is? I actually needed that. Because I don't remember what he said before that.
Said that he was not guilty. With the mobsters we have running the country, you don't think they want to know the names of the people that said not guilty for him? You don't think that they didn't have a choice in this? I think they didn't have a choice. I think if any of those motherfuckers said that he was not guilty, you got Hillary, which we already know what she likes to do to people.
Oh.
You got Joe, because his son's able to fuck whoever he wants.
No, the way it works is it has to be unanimous jury decision. They all have to agree. All right? And past a certain point, people just don't give a shit enough, all right? And they'll just agree with the majority. Sometimes. Like, they'll say, okay, listen, there was enough evidence, fine, guilty. Sometimes Sometimes that's how they change their mind. They just want to get the fuck out of there, okay? Who cares?
Literally, figuratively. So, imagine first, I need coffee.
Oh no, now it's gays for Trump? Once again, nothing here indicates that he is gays for Trump, unless it says so. Conservative aunt. Gay conservative. Okay, I will let you slide on this one.
Hillary, which we already know what she likes to do to people.
Actually, you know what? I won't even say that because gays for Trump is still a specific group. You got to be careful with that. Just because there's a black person who supports Donald Trump does not make them part of the group Blacks for Trump.
You got Joe.
Sometimes it just makes them a
His
dipshit
son's able to
conservative.
fuck whoever he wants. Literally, figuratively. So, imagine first, I need coffee. I need coffee.
I feel like I skipped a lot of that.
Have edibles. I need some.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to be a little homophobic here. But, like, the whole, like... I don't want to, like... How do I say this? This type of behavior is so off-putting when you're a conservative. You guys know what I mean? Like, this is too much. It doesn't hit, like, the same. And I feel like the gay conservatives always do this the hardest. Is that homophobic of me? I'm like... Yeah, all the gay conservatives are like the biggest fucking stereotype. Thank you, Queen Laura. Queen Laura is one of the gays, so she can say that. I'm also technically one of the gays, but like I'm not actively gay ever. So I'm hesitant. As a gay, I allow you to be homophobic. Thank you.
Something. I need something because it's literally.
I never had gay homo butt sex.
It's the fall of the country. Okay, have a good one.
I do like guys though sometimes. They can be cute. Anyway. Real Clandis Owens. Let me look at this one, and then I gotta go to the bathroom. We just live in a banana republic. Time to just accept that. Nothing's legitimate. Not the media in Ireland. It's literally a court case. It's a court case. He was indicted on charges. He was brought to court, and he was convicted of those charges. All 34 of them in the state of New York. He's a felon in the state of New York. Donald Trump is a felon in the state of New York. I don't know what to tell you. That's not a banana republic. That is Donald Trump, your God King, being a felon of 34 felonies in the state of New York. That's what that is. It's not a banana republic. Ugh. I'm gay as fuck, I agree. Okay, I have a real gay here. I have a real gay here in YouTube chat, so I'm not homophobic, guys. Okay? I'm gay as fuck, I agree. Like the voice, the gestures, the need for coffee randomly. Thank you! Exactly, thank you. Like, it starts to feel like an act. Banana? Yes, that is phallic in nature. You're right, Darkheart. Good job. Sorry, that was mean. We've been making dick jokes all night, and then I just pick on Darkheart. Sorry, Darkheart. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I mean, I feel like the gay act isn't necessarily harmful. I think some people are like that, right? I'm a bisexual, and I grew up seeing stereotypical gays. Also, to be fair, I did miss the video. Yeah, all I'm saying, it's not bad to be the stereotype or to act like the stereotype just because you like to or it's your natural way of acting. Like, that's fine. What I'm saying is, I notice it way the fuck more and way the fuck harder when gay conservatives do it. Like, they really, really, really lean into it because they know that representation is everything. Even though they would never admit that. I got copyrighted for this song. I can't play it. Which is very unfortunate because it's a very good song, but alas. Do that one. I love the Bido Schlong. Let's go. Sorry, my mic probably wasn't close enough. Okay. I see a cat. Un gato. It was probably Milo. Milo. Did you know there was a German Nazi org in the 30s? Really? A German Nazi org in the 30s? Okay, that was Jewish. Got it. I was like, what? Hey, did you hear about this thing that happened in the 30s? It's crazy, right? Yeah, they called them Nazis, I guess. But yeah, no, of course there was. I would like to rage. Alright, last one. And then I do want to react to that video. Oh shit. Am I the only one who is raging mad? This disgusting system Trump convicted we live in a banana republic. No! Actually, you're not the only one. Far from it, my friend. You all have been a very loud crowd, actually. I can't believe you didn't hear them. Frankly, I couldn't hear myself think. To be clear, for all those who care, I'm not calling for violence or any illegal action, and I'm merely expressing... No Fed posting! I'm merely expressing the emotion that is dwelling within me. Peacefully and patriotically, I am disgusted.
Okay, Trump verdict in, as I predicted, guilty. I gotta tell you, you know, I've had my problems with Trump.
Why does this dude look like a fucking horror game villain? Like, he doesn't look like the monster. He looks like the guy that is intentionally leading you to the monster. But he acts friendly at first, but you only find out later that he's fucking with you, and you're like, oh my god, I knew! There was always something off about that guy, and I couldn't put my finger on it, and he seemed nice, and I trusted him, but now I don't, sir. Because now I'm dead because of you. He looks like that guy.
I don't think I'm the only one, man.
This
is making me feel really fucking angry. This country is fucked. You Democrats suck. This is what you
suck. Also, holy shit, he's got the round. You know what it looks like almost? It's One Piece. Who's the lion guy? Lion Tamer. Yeah, Moji. He got that Moji cut, dude. Like, it goes all the way around his head. Except he's got the mustache. So it's not like... He just has like a weird mane. It's bizarre.
Democracy? You're gonna trump up some fucking charges on some BS over a fucking whore?
Oh my god. You're really gonna make a pun during this? Okay.
Lying whore and a thief? And you're gonna fucking trump this shit up and you're gonna arrest and convict your political opponent? You fucking scumbags! You suck! This is
Give it
not
to me, baby.
democracy,
Oh.
you fucking pieces of shit!
Oh, it's so good.
Am I the only one who is angry? Okay, Trump verdict in, as I predicted, guilty. I gotta tell you, I've had my problems with Trump. I don't think I'm the only one, man. This is making me feel really fucking angry. This country is fucked. You Democrats suck. This is what you call democracy? You're gonna trump up some fucking charges on some BS over a fucking whore? A lying whore and a thief? And you're gonna fucking trump this shit up and you're gonna arrest and convict your political opponent? You fucking scumbags! You suck! This is not democracy, you fucking pieces of shit!
Okay, yeah. Fuck democracy. He never brushes his hair. It's one big mate. Mate. Why are you filming? Wait, is he driving?
Shit up, and you're gonna.
He is driving and filming. Fuck you, man. Good catch. I swear my cat's half angel, half demon. Isn't that all of them, though? Okay. Watch a video. Hold on. Yeah, I'll record this. This video is called "What Causes Homosexuality According to Science?" And I'm going to learn. Let's go.
Why are you gay?
Why are people gay? The
Good
answer
question.
is not so clear, but in this video, I will tell you what we do know and what we do not know to help clear things up.
Okay.
But before we get started, we need to clear a myth. First one, the gay gene. That does not exist. There's no evidence to suggest it does. And
Okay.
any connections people have found, they can easily be seen as a coincidence. So what does cause...
Honestly, like, I buy that. Like, there's no... Here's the thing about genes. Genes are they're instructions for expression. Okay, and you can override those instructions relatively easily. Like, think about it. Your genes say what skin color you have. But you can just spray paint yourself a different color like Trump does. You know what I mean? Like, that's called a phenotypic... I mean, I guess it technically wouldn't be phenotypic because it's not part of you. But my point is you can practically, right, override it. Okay, it's not hard. Like my vision. I got LASIK. Okay, I overrode my shitty vision genes. So I believe, honestly, I'm a proponent of the idea that there's no gay gene. It just kind of happens.
Cause this? Well, that would be prenatal testosterone. However, again, it is not that simple. And honestly, it is a wild thing to go into. But before...
Wait. Did he say that prenatal testosterone causes gayness?
So what does cause this? Well, that would be prenatal testosterone.
Okay, well, that's where you lost me, man.
However, again, it is not that simple. And honestly, it is a wild thing to go into. But
dude, the 2D persona with the suit and tie along with the Crusader mask is crazy. That's the Crusader helmet. That's crazy. That's wild, man. That's so cool. I wish I had a helmet like that.
Before we discuss it, how do we measure prenatal testosterone? I'm going to cover it right now, and personally, I find this extremely...
But why would... Okay.
Fascinating.
But
And
why
it is an
would you
important
want
thing
to?
know? Especially since if you look into other YouTube videos on this, you're not going to see any of them discuss this.
Okay, if you want... Okay, so if you're like a first time, like, I'm just curious Andy, right? How much testosterone a fetus has? Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's reasonable to me, right? I just want to know, for science's sake, who knows? Maybe all fetuses have like 10,000 testosterone prenatal, right? Like, Maybe. So, but like, if you're just doing it to find out if you're gonna be gay or not, it's like, dude, why do you want to know so bad? What, are you gonna date him? What? You're like, that's stupid. Also, what's this font? This fucking cooltext.com. Let me throw a red outline on a fucking blue text overlay. Like, what is this? This is shitty. This is horrific. Oh God.
Not interested in this material? I don't blame you, and you can skip to this timestamp right here. Now, if you look into other videos about
I'm very
homosexuality,
interested.
they will say many of the same themes I'm saying right now about prenatal testosterone, but they will not explain how scientists measure this. It is not that simple, because prenatal testosterone...
I mean, if you want to find that out, that's called research. Well, hold on. Let me replay that. I want to be as clear as possible on what he just said.
Right here. Now, if you look into other videos about homosexuality, they will say many of the same themes I'm saying right now about prenatal testosterone, but they will not explain how scientists measure this. It is not that simple, because prenatal testosterone...
Okay, so all he's saying is that he is not going to explain it. Okay, sorry. I was being uncharitable.
You can measure the levels when you are inside of the womb. You can simply get some samples of the autonomic...
I thought he was saying that, like, oh, they're hiding it from you. They're hiding from you how they measure it. I thought that was what he was saying. Sorry.
Fluid, or however they pronounce it, or a blood test from the mother, and you can measure the prenatal testosterone. But when you're an adult, it becomes much more tricky, and there is no direct way of measuring the testosterone. Your current levels are not going to reflect what they were in the womb. So, as a result, scientists have to go by
I was going to say, I thought he meant like modern day, like current day, they couldn't test my testosterone. And I'm like, no, they could. But yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And there are a couple of things they look at. First one being the face width to height ratio.
I'm not going to get over it.
The ratio between the two fingers of the index and the ring finger, and your behavior in many instances.
What?
Studies have shown having a long ring finger to an index finger is heavily correlated to testosterone exposure while you're in the womb. This is why women typically have shorter
Why do you
ones
know
than men,
this?
as displayed on the screen. The next one is facial width to height ratio.
My man has studied the gay inside and out. My man is the champion of gay homo butt sex. He is the undisputed master of all. He's like an O'Hara library of like information on what it means to be gay and where it comes from. This is incredible.
You measure from the top of the eyes to the lips. Having a wider face on average indicates even higher levels of prenatal testosterone exposure than average.
Bro knows me better than I do.
Fascinatingly enough, they find this to be true.
Hold on, I gotta go back.
Having a wider face to width to height.
Gotta make sure I don't miss any of this. This high level important ideas. What's the over under on this being AI generated? No, if it were AI generated, I think it'd be a PNG probably.
You measure from the top of the eyes to the lips. Having a wider face on average indicates even higher levels of prenatal testosterone.
You got to do a better job, man. I'm sorry. Like, the animated stuff is fine, but like you're trying to make this look professional, and it's highly, highly unprofessional to leave these ugly, disgusting white pixels in here. I wouldn't be shocked if I found like a Shutterstock a watermark either.
Exposure than average. And fascinatingly enough, they find this to be true with other species, including apes. Scientists are able to predict where an ape will land in the higher...
You know what's so funny is you can tell he drew this shit himself. Which, not gonna knock him for doing it. I'm terrible at drawing. But you can tell he did this shit himself.
Species, including
and then he just
apes.
like...
Scientists are
stole this shit from the internet. From GTA.
Able to predict where an ape will land in the hierarchy simply
Jeanette.
by the face alone,
Because
it predicts things such as dominance and aggression. That is extreme.
Oh no. What's my he can look directly at my face and tell me how dominant I am. That's not gay, guys. It's not gay.
Extremely fascinating, personally. But what do we actually know about prenatal hormones?
He finds it so
and being
fascinating.
gay? Well, first off, it has nothing to do with estrogen. Absolutely zero correlation between the two. It only has to do with testosterone. And from my personal research...
Okay. Granted, that's pretty interesting. If true. Big if true.
This
I don't
makes
know
a
what
lot
we'll do with
of
that
sense
info,
because
but big if true.
testosterone and the lack of testosterone both really have much stronger impacts on your development, who you are as a person, your personality, your temperament, and all of these other things. It plays a much larger role than estrogen. Yet people don't know this because we commonly associate estrogen with being more feminine and testosterone with masculine.
That is
Everybody needs testosterone. Women simply have far less of it. Way less of it. I'm talking like easily 10 times less. But how does testosterone play a role with homosexuality?
Really have to nail that in.
Many studies find that it is due to higher levels of testosterone exposure in the womb. From what
Really?
I've seen, the issue we have...
Holy shit. High T alpha male gay boys, okay? Let me tell you something. If you're gay, if you're like 100% homo butt sex gay, right? That means that your T levels are through the roof even in the fetal stage of development. That is nuts. What giga chads they are. Holy shit. That's crazy.
Is that there are lots of other studies that find different and conflicting things, or just find nothing correlating to this at all.
That's what I'm
Some
taking
say it
from
has
this anyway.
nothing to do with prenatal testosterone, and others have claimed it has to do with the lower levels of testosterone. And the
Okay.
opinions have actually changed, and people have speculated
Interesting.
over time. But from what I can see, the general...
But once again, it's like, okay, all you're telling me is that we don't know. Like, oh, this study says this, but then that study says that, but then this study says this. And there's like equal evidence on both sides. And then at the end of the day, it's like, okay, let's say that one of these sides is correct. Now what? You know, like, what am I to do with this information? Like, are we solving cancer? Like, are we like keeping kids from getting cleft palate or something? Like, what's really the end game here? Oh, it's to keep people from being gay. Oh, well. Well, okay then.
Consensus is that it has to do with higher levels of testosterone. But another interesting thing is
Mooga
lower
hat.
amounts may also have an effect, as research in other species have shown that exposure to higher levels of testosterone during critical periods of development promotes male typical behavior, while lower leads to more female typical development.
Oh no, being gay is female typical. Oh fuck.
And this confuses the hell out of me. Why is it that higher levels lead to homosexuality, but lower levels lead to more feminine behavior?
Okay, he's
now you
sticking
might
with
be
that,
asking,
okay.
what's the problem with this? How is this a big deal, and how does it confuse you at all? It's because according to studies, and what I've also seen personally,
We're sticking with the alpha chad gay boy hypothesis.
homosexuals tend to have more feminine personalities and temperaments and behaviors. Personality-wise, they're more leaning
homosexuals.
to higher levels of agreeableness.
Okay, because behaviors are societally driven. See, here's the problem. I figured it out in 4 minutes. His entire worldview is that everything can be explained by like natural processes and genetics, right? By like by what juices bubble up in your body. No, okay, that's not how that works at all. The environment in which you grow up and spend your time has an enormous impact on how you act and even what you look like, really, and how your body functions. Like, it has an impact on all of that. It's called epigenetics. There's an entire field of study around it. Epigenetics, it's beautiful. Okay, I find it incredibly interesting personally, but like these dumbasses think that like, oh, you're just like born with certain juices in your body, and then that's it. Like everything's like predetermined basically. But then they act like it's still the gay boy's fault for being gay, you know, like, or like they're genetically deficient or some shit for like no reason other than that, like they decided that, you know, like it doesn't make any sense except they just hate gay people. That's it. That's all it is. They don't like gay people or trans people because they think they're the same thing.
And open.
I guarantee you.
And let's be honest, we don't even need studies to know this to be true. If you've
You do not have an avatar like this and not be homophobic.
ever talked to a homosexual, it's easy to spot many of them. Some, they have to say that they're homosexual. Others, you just talk to them and you can hear in their voice, their mannerisms, the way they dress.
Oh
and they
no!
act. It's all much more feminine.
Okay, he's got a few of you nailed, okay? I'm just saying.
It's the gay feminine. They exist. From what I can see, this behavior stems from a
Oh, no, it's me!
personality and a biological difference in them. Because
A bald
many of
white man with a
these
beard.
homosexual
It's
men
me.
that are more feminine, they have naturally higher pitches and tones,
He's just like me.
even if they're not trying to sound gay. Even if they're not doing this on purpose, they will still sound.
But that's not true at all. Like, I'm a little gay, and my voice is like super deep. Way deeper than yours, okay? Okay? But I would still bend your dad over.
distinctly different.
It
There was even a
consensually.
documentary I was once watching by a homosexual. He was talking about, why do I sound this way? The gay speak
Okay,
or
wait.
something like that.
I know where he's getting messed up. It's not gay versus straight, okay? You got it messed up, man. It's top versus bottom. Okay, that's where you get it messed up. Because if you're a bottom, I'm sorry, you're just like, he's right. He's right on the money. Like, if you're a bottom.
Gay voice. And he
That's
was
what
going
it is.
around to people asking, why does he sound gay? Why does he sound that way? And he was trying to figure it out. And from what I
90s
can
level
see,
homophobia,
studies
yeah.
find that those things directly correlate to your testosterone.
This is antiquity homophobia. This is not antiquity. What's the word? I can't think of it. Never mind. Joke's dead.
Levels. One of the reasons why you have a higher pitch voice is due to lower testosterone. But if you get higher levels of testosterone consistently, that will change your voice over time. Even biological women who go on testosterone end up
Biological
developing
women.
their own Adam's apple.
No such thing as a biological woman, but difference between sex and gender, dumbass.
They end up getting a
you
much
fucking
deeper
dipshit.
voice. They visually develop an Adam's apple.
I'm
that you can
stupid,
see.
even I know that.
We also see that childhood behavior, including toys, playmates, and activity preferences, has been linked to adult sexual orientation, with non-heterosexual individuals often recall higher levels of cross-gendered behavior in childhood.
I believe that one. You know why? Because if you're a heterosexual, heteronormative couple, you're going to reinforce those same behaviors into your kids. Okay? Most likely. I mean, I'm in a heteronormative relationship with my fiance, Katie. Okay? She identifies as non-binary. Nonetheless, she also identifies as a woman in public. So, you know, or just in general, too. Like, she's fine if I call her a woman. So, she is a very femme-leaning non-binary person. And so we're in like a heteronormative relationship, basically. We're not going to raise our kids that way. You know, like my son, if I ever have a son, or my daughter, if I ever have a daughter, are going to be allowed to play with whatever fucking toys they want to play with and dress in whatever fucking clothes they want to dress in, within reason, right? Like, whether it's pink or blue or cars or dolls or it doesn't matter. Okay? Does not matter. It's all arbitrary. It's all arbitrarily assigned. Pink used to be a masculine color. Now it's feminine. Why? Oh, I don't know. It just is. Great. What am I to do with that? Traumatize my children, apparently. I don't see color. I'm colorblind. True, brother.
Childhood, which means
Trump
that
is,
these
in
men
fact, a felon.
end up doing more stereotypically feminine things. We should also mention the neurological differences
I
between
used to be taking to Hooters and I still ended up gay. True.
heterosexuals and homosexuals. The neural pathways are actually different. Homosexuals have distinctly feminine brains concerning the neural pathways. Please look at the images above and allow me to explain. The pathways
Oh my
of our
God,
typical
this guy's
man
such a
go up
nerd.
and down. They are not connected between the
Look at
left
this.
hemisphere and the right hemisphere. While for women, it goes back and forth. This shows a much stronger connection between both sides of the brain. This is why women are better at verbalizing their emotions than men, and are also better at multitasking, while men are better at honing in and concentrating on one thing at a time, like a hunter.
This is so stupid. Like a hunter. Yeah.
And have better spatial awareness. Homosexuals.
My God. He said, men are better hunters than homosexuals. Man. That's a low blow, man.
Tend to have more feminine brains than heterosexuals. Trust me, you need to remember this later in the
He
video.
is
Now, I know
lost in
this
that
video is to explain
pseudoscience
things
sauce.
and to help answer
That
questions.
sounds delicious.
But despite my best efforts of hours and hours of research, with additional hours just for this video, I have a lot of things I just don't know. And
love
I'm
that
making
emote.
it clear, this video by no means is to say we have a definite cause for why people are gay, or for the behaviors that people exhibit. I mean, we haven't
Okay.
even talked about extremely masculine gays. How does that make sense given what we have covered?
True!
I mean,
Okay, I'm
we
with
can
them.
just observe that there are masculine gays and there are feminine gays. And I could
Okay.
not find anything about masculine gays as much as
Come on, man. At least draw it yourself. Listen, I respect it so much more when you draw it yourself. I don't care how stupid the avatar is. You still drew that shit. Good job. Unironically, good job. Like, but this is lazy. Stop pulling from fucking Skyrim, okay? Just draw it. Just draw it again. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, I'm fine with him representing himself this way if he draws it himself. That's my line.
Just I wanted to know, how does that make sense with
From
what
Dark
we've
Souls?
covered?
Same
What causes a
thing.
homosexual to either be a
They're the same
feminine
game.
one or a masculine one? And if you know anything about this, please let me know in the comments.
With
I
enough
just
mods, they're
needed
the same
to clear
game.
that up. But now, there is the big question. Is homosexuality entirely biological? I would argue it is not. Our biology plays a large role, but it is not the only thing.
Hold on, what did he say? I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of this.
Please let me know in the comments. I just needed to
let him know
what we've covered. What causes a homosexual to either be a feminine one or a masculine one? And if you know anything about
He
this,
needs to know, guys. Let him know in the comments below.
please let me know in the comments.
That's your hook for making people comment, man. That sucks almost as bad as your text, as your font.
Just needed to clear that up. But now, there is the big question. Is homosexuality entirely biological? I would argue it is not. Our biology
Okay.
plays a large role, but
Good
it
to
is
know.
not the
I
only
agree.
thing. Even though we have a strong link between homosexuality and prenatal testosterone, we still have the issue that tons and tons of other things are also linked to prenatal testosterone also, such as transsexuals, masculine women, lesbians, bisexual men and women.
Dude, who pulled this man out of the fucking 1987 or some shit? Like, nobody like says transsexuals anymore. Like, some people do, but usually they're like, the people that I see say the word transsexual the most are TERFs are in second place, but in first place are like trans grifters, like the what are they called? The derogatory term is true scum. I can't think of the real term. Trans meds. Thank you. That's who I hear use it most. Now, I personally believe that we should bring it back, because if you're going to distinguish gender from sex, then you have to distinguish transgender from transsexual. So I personally believe we should bring it back. That's just me. But he's using it derogatorily. The offensive T slur does indeed say it a lot. Blair White is based. Bruh, please say psych. Bruh, please say psych. Please say psych, bruh.
Feminine men, criminals, pedophiles, people even with autism. So let me ask you, since all
Say
these
psych
things
right
are
now.
connected and stem from
Okay, good.
one thing being prenatal testosterone, what causes the different outputs? What determines if you'll be either a transsexual or a homosexual or simply a masculine man or a feminine man? Why not any one of those things? And why specifically did they become homosexual? I haven't even seen studies for the other sexuality.
Bro, you were sitting in second grade, teacher rolls in the TV, turns this on. She said we was watching Bill Nye. She said we got Bill Nye at home. This is Bill Nye at home, baby.
But I'd reckon they are similar, if not the same, in terms of what causes them. They're probably linked to prenatal testosterone. I would not be shocked at all. And that would only complicate things even further. Why did they not become gender fluid? Why not demisexual, gynesexual, homoromantic sexual?
My dude has done his fucking research. Holy shit. How does he actually... Okay. Is he actually homophobic? The person who linked this to me said, Remnant 7, he has to be. He has to be. The person who
Hello,
linked this said he
welcome
is.
to the channel.
Wait!
Hello, welcome to the channel. On this
Yo, it's real! It's real! I'm pogging,
channel, we
dude.
primarily discuss things relating to human nature,
Oh my God.
politics, or other things.
I need one. Where's his merch store? Anyway, is he homophobic? The YouTuber who doesn't get racism? That's me. He's just like me. Is crying feminine according to science? Why therapy is not designed for men? That could mean two things. Is that an AI thumbnail? I want to analyze it, but I also don't. The Isekai problem. Overlord Isekai psychological analysis of its fans. Marxists and communists are puppets of the state. There we go. Interesting content.
Hello, welcome to the channel. On the
Hello.
Pansexual or any of those things. Why gay is the question.
Why
we don't
gay?
know, or at least I haven't found one consistent answer we agree on,
This
or
is
people
really
can
soy
point
pill.
to, at least
Isekai,
on a
sorry.
biological level. Because when I was researching
Spaghetti!
these things before, due to my own
Delicious.
curiosity, I thought, why are people gay?
Spaghetti with a pink meatball.
That's kind of interesting. Let's look into it. So I looked into it and I found the prenatal testosterone. Then I found the neurological
You ever thought about how your entire nervous system is just spaghetti with one big meatball?
differences in the brain. Nice. Why are people gay?
Why are
That's
people
kind of
gay?
interesting.
Why are you gay?
Let's look into it. So I looked into it and
Okay.
I found the prenatal testosterone. Then I found the neurological
Yeah, why
differences
not?
in the brain. Nice. That answers things for me. But then I got curious. Why are people trans?
Okay, here's the thing. If you were thinking in terms of strictly what evolution gave us and why, the question makes sense, right? Why are people gay? Because but you could ask a myriad of questions in that umbrella though. Like, why do I like food that's bad for me? Why would I rather lay around and do shit, fuck all day, instead of go and work out my body and get stronger and faster and more flexible? Why this? Why that? Why did evolution do this to me? Why did evolution do that to me? And so on and so on and so on, right? So you could ask all those questions. The only reason we're asking this question specifically about being gay is because some of us hate gay people. Not me, but some of us do. Okay? That's the only reason you ask it about being gay. Because there's so many other questions you can ask. If you're talking about strictly what's good for your survival and also reproduction. Okay? Several questions. Hundreds probably. Thousands. But no, we have to focus on why people are gay, right? Because that's important. That one's important. That's the important one that I care about. So much so that I did this amount of research on this shit. Because I'm a fucking nerd with nothing better to do. Jesus. Alec, have you ever thought about the fact that you are just a brain piloting a bone mech wearing a meat armor made of dead stars? And the wiring, okay, is spaghetti with a meatball. It's crazy. The brain's the meatball. You are a meatball piling a meat suit with spaghetti flowing around you that send electrical impulses. Okay? It's the special sauce that makes you tick. It's a spicy meatball. We are all a spicy meatball. Do you understand, chat? Okay, now you know. The eyes are our meatballs. They're olives. Electric spaghetti. Spaghetti. It's so good at spaghetti you eat. Don't eat the forbidden spaghetti.
Sexual. I looked into it, and turns out it's literally the exact same things. Prenatal testosterone, and the same differences in the brain. Huh, that's odd. And you just dive into it more and more, you find the exact same...
By the way, this is abso-fucking-lutely an AI background. It has to be, right? Yeah, it's not symmetrical. Like, the parts that should be symmetrical are not. So that's one. Is it AI? Oh, no. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm thinking about it too hard.
Reoccurring patterns, constantly. Not for all, but a whole lot of them. Such that I don't even know the biological differences between a feminine homosexual and a biological male that is trans.
But why do you care,
they are
man?
exactly the same from what I can see. So what causes
Where are we going with
the
this?
different outputs? Why gay instead of trans, or simply
gay?
just a feminine man, or a hypermasculine man, or any of these other endless sexualities? From what I've seen, I'm leaning towards that there's a strong possibility that the environment plays a significant role. Yes, there are differences from homosexuals and heterosexuals on a biological level, but I do also believe that there's a combination of nature and nurture.
Okay, but that's cheating because there's difference between everybody on a biological level. Like, there's a difference between me and my dad, okay? Because that makes us different people, man. Like, I know what you mean, right? To not be pedantic about it. I get what you mean. You mean, like, a meaningful genetic difference. Like, obviously I wouldn't reproduce with one of my relatives, right? I get what you mean. But at the same time, it's like, why do you care? Why do you care? Where are we going with this? What are we to draw from this? Why did you spend hours upon hours, apparently, digging around for this info? What are you doing with it? Checkmate, atheists. Yeah.
We can observe this in other animals such as sparrows. Did you know that you can make sparrows gay? You don't have to modify.
That's a conversation starter, man. Pick up chicks with that.
Them on a genetic level at all, they aren't biologically distinct in any way. All you have to do is simply have a young male sparrow, and you remove the mother sparrow from the nest, and the male sparrow will imprint on its father instead. And as a result, that male sparrow will only mate with other male sparrows. We haven't even discussed fetishes.
Oh no, he's going full Freud. You cannot go full Freud, my friend. Did you hear what he just said? He said he will imprint on his father and that will make him gay. He is saying that whatever parent you imprint upon is your sexuality. That is disgusting Freudian bullshit, my friend. Ew. Ew!
As yet. We haven't touched on those, and there is overwhelming evidence to suggest
Don't touch on
it
them.
is entirely environmental. Some might feel insulted for me bringing that up right now because this is a video about homosexuality. Tons of people try and draw the connections between fetishes and sexualities, but I find it very appropriate in this context. I mean, again, let's look at other animals such as
it's really complicated because sexuality, like fetishes, is just about what you find sexual, right? Sexuality can be about a myriad of different things because it's about a sexual attraction to a person, not an object. You know what I mean? So that's like the key difference there. Like when you're talking about sexuality, you're talking about two adults that are consenting. And not even necessarily adults. You can be a gay kid, right? You're talking about two people together, like a relationship with another human being. When you talk about a fetish or a kink, it's not as personal. It's more detached. It's an object. Okay, you're not making an emotional or even like a sexual I mean, you can make a sexual connection with an object, sure. You know, people do it all the time with dildos and shit, but like, you're not. It's not a meaningful human to human connection. You know what I mean? I think that's an important distinction. So that's the difference that's the line I would draw. People should be less open about their kinks. I agree. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares what you're into.
just sheep. If you raise a male sheep in a flock of goats,
Including this
it
guy.
will only mate with female goats. That isn't changing your sexuality entirely, yet it is able to
My man knows entirely too much about homosexuality in the animal kingdom, man.
modify it. It's able to change it so that that male sheep will no longer mate with female sheep. And you can also do the same thing with female sheep, except as a result, they'll actually mate with both male goats.
By the way, I don't even particularly believe this. Just FYI.
Goats and male sheep.
Women.
Yo! That was really funny, man.
Those are two solid examples of how sexuality can be changed in the animal kingdom, not on a biological level. It has nothing to do with biology or genetics. Now, I'm not saying it is as simple as that for people. No. But it is a good example to break this delusion, this idea that you are simply born on a biological level with a different sexuality.
Okay, listen, you're not just born gay, okay? I think anybody with like a basic understanding of epigenetics and environmental influence can understand that. A myriad of factors can can influence your sexuality and what you're into romantically. Like, obviously, I feel like that's obvious, okay? I get that. But you're breaking it down to such an extent that it's unhealthy. Like, nobody should care this much, okay? Nobody. Like, the only reason you would care this much is if you don't like gay people or you want to like cure gay people or something. Like, it's really weird.
There is more to it. It is not that simple. And there's a simple way to resolve this.
Conversion therapy.
If your sexuality can be changed, then it is proven to be environmentally influenced, which leads to a more contentious part of the video.
Of course it is.
Being conversion therapy. Many people report horrible
fuck off, dude.
experiences.
Here we go.
And you commonly hear things like the use of electric therapy, while there are
Yeah.
some instances where people report positive experience.
No. Don't act like those are equal, man. Don't act like those happen in equal occurrence, dude. Okay? That's literal, like, fucking torture erasure. Okay? That's erasure of, like, horrific experimentation on an entire group of fucking human beings. Disgusting. How disgusting. What a freak.
And that they changed their sexual orientation. I have personally met some people like that. They said that they were gay, they couldn't control it, and wanted to change it. I have personally met some of those people.
Yeah, and they're probably still repressing it. Now, since your sexuality, I've already recognized, can be influenced by nature, it's possible, I suppose, on a tiny pinch of possibility, that they actually did turn straight. Voila. I'm sure, okay? I used to think I was straight, then it turned out I was bi. It happens. I get it. But, like, not really. Like, it doesn't really work like that. You know, like, usually if you're gay at 20, you're going to be gay at 30 and 40 and so on. You know, like 99.99 times out of 100, that's how it's going to work out. That's just how it works out. I'm sorry to tell you this. You know, like, conversion therapy is bullshit. Anybody who says it worked was probably under threat of fucking violence from their parents or some shit.
Though it's funny because today, if you were to mention this at all, people will get very angry. They have this idea that nobody should have to change their sexuality. No, instead of trying to forcibly
that is
change
correct.
it, getting electrocuted or doing whatever therapy, that you should embrace and accept your sexuality.
Yes.
And others need to accept who you are, which honestly sounds kind of nice in many areas of life.
Wait.
I mean,
Wait. Others accept you for being straight, my friend. Nobody's coming and knocking down your door and saying, hey, straighty. Hey, straighty. Why don't you go have sex with girls, straighty? With the opposite sex, straighty. Okay, that doesn't happen. That's the thing, right? Like, this is so unevenly applied. You know, like, it's not about other people accepting you. It's about, like, just don't. It's like having blue eyes versus green. It's a double standard, exactly. It's a double standard.
Perfectly agree with this. Sometimes we just can't change things, and if you can't, instead of resisting, you should just accept it. Embrace
horrific,
it. Don't let it
Asriel.
hold you back. But the problem is, these same people who would say that about homosexuality are literally in favor of mutilating their own body to affirm their own gender identity.
No, no. First of all, that's not mutilation, my friend. Up until this point, you've been very careful about sounding scientific-y and whatever. But now you've just given the game away because you used the word fucking mutilation for a standard surgical procedure that's been performed on fucking millions of people. Okay? He's conflating gay and trans, a common tactic of the fucking homophobe.
Instead of accepting the biological reality of their situation. You could say the exact same thing about transsexuals. We should, instead of not doing anything about them, help them to embrace and accept how they are and what they're.
What you do is you let people do what they want with their own bodies and with other consenting parties that are of age. Okay? That's what you do. All right? Adult man wants to date another fucking adult man and fuck him in the ass all night. He can do that. All right? Trans person wants to go get surgery on their face to look more like the gender that they prefer, they can do that. It's called fucking freedom. Get out of my country. Get out of my country. Are you in the United States? Because if you are, get out. You hate freedom. You fucking despise freedom, my friend. Fuck you.
Biological reality is that they're biologically males
Freedom
or
hater.
biologically females, though that's extremely contentious. You wouldn't be able to say that. Now all of a sudden you're transphobic and hating gender.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny and interesting because
let's say you're not transphobic. You still hate freedom. Fuck off.
when you take into account electric therapy, it sounds much less extreme than mutilating perfectly healthy genitals. I mean, if you were to compare those two out of context, one sounds way worse to me. So I guess it's just a matter of perspective. It's just overblown by people. However, this is
sounds
all
worse because you're using the worst
You'll hear
word.
the horror stories or good positive stories, but what does the science say about this? Well, there was an analysis done of 125 men that were in SOCE, which is
Hold on, I want to see what this
well, there was an
efficacy and risk of sex, because he's absolutely going to misrepresent this. Efficacy and risk of sexual orientation change efforts. Either that or it's outdated as shit. It's from 2021, so it's not outdated. Okay. Okay. Sexual. So this is the article. Does he have? So he has, okay, so here's the abstract. Let's see if we can get what we need from this. Voluntary therapeutic intervention is to reduce unwanted same-sex sexuality, or collectively known as sexual orientation change efforts. No, they're called conversion therapy. Currently, almost all evidence addressing the contested question whether conversion therapy is effective or safe consists of anecdotes of very small... I'm pretty sure we have pretty good studies on this, actually. Full remission was achieved by 14% for sexual attraction and identification and 26% for sexual behavior. That's a horrific rate. That doesn't mean that it works. That means it doesn't work, dipshit. 14%. What? Rates were higher among married men, but 4 to 10% of participants experienced increased same-sex orientation after SOCE. Net change was significantly... No, this is bullshit. It raises suicide rates by a significant margin. Yeah, but it does. Conversion therapy, suicide rate. Also, I want to see... Let me go back. Human Rights Campaign. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Let's see. What's the name of the article? Efficacy and risk of sexual... Here we go. This was published in 2021. This says 2007. Here we go. In 2007, a task force of the American Psychological Association undertook a thorough review of the existing research on the efficacy of conversion therapy. The report noted that there was very little methodologically sound research on sexual orientation change efforts, and the results of scientifically valid research indicate that it is unlikely that individuals will be able to reduce same-sex attractions or increase other sexual attractions through SOCE. Okay, so that was in 2007. Clear evidence that conversion therapy does not work. I want to know where their study's from. Like, why... I don't have the brain... I'll be honest. I don't have the brain power to, like, interpret the results right now, like, properly. Conclusion. SOC was perceived as safe, as an effective and safe therapeutic practice. See, like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Who's this guy? Is that Reverend D. Paul Sullins? Anti-LGBT researcher who pushes harmful pseudoscience joins anti-LGBT hate group. Wow, what do you know? There you go. Don't trust a damn thing from that guy. You kidding me? Fucking 14%. 14% my ass, dude. Fucking liars.
Analysis done of 125 men that were in SOCE, which is sexual orientation change efforts. That includes psychotherapy. Don't worry, there aren't any electric chairs or anything like
that. Fucking reverend, man. He's a religious zealot.
That. And the study showed many things. For a lot of them, the same-sex attraction went down from their initial 5.7 reporting to a 4.1 on the kidney scale, which basically means that they were asked to...
Did bro just say the kidney scale? I think you meant the Kinsey scale, my friend. Bro just said the kidney scale.
Rate their same-sex attraction, and they rated it a 5.7. And then afterward, they rated it a 4.1. But why do you give a fuck?
Like, okay, let's say that this is real, by the way. I thought this was empty. Let's say this is real. Let's say you can do this. Okay. Why do you give a fuck? Who cares? Why? Why would you do this? Okay? Like, if somebody wants to do it, sure, for whatever reason, fine. But, like, why force people into this? You still have not answered that question.
Also includes a reduction in same-sex activity at a 2.4
You've studied this to a fucking fault, my man,
this also
and then
included
some.
At least partial reduction of unwanted same-sexuality in as low as 45% of the participants to upwards of 69%, which is pretty
nice.
Good. A full reduction of attraction was somewhat low at 14%, but 26% for full-on sexual behavior. Interestingly, 4 to 10% of participants experienced
I just don't buy it. I don't trust
same-sex
that guy.
orientation after SOCE. But here's what we've been waiting for. What about the negative effects? The horror stories we've heard about. From 0.8...
Suicide rates are 55% higher in those undergoing... Oh shit, I just skipped to the end, my bad. Conversion therapy. 55% increase in the risk of attempting suicide. There you go. Where were we at?
Afterward, included at least partial reduction of unwanted same sexuality in as low as 45% of the participants to upwards of 69%, which is pretty good. A full reduction of attraction was somewhat low at 14%, but 26% for full-on sexual behavior. Interestingly, 4 to 10% of participants experienced increased same-sex orientation after SOCE. But here's what we've been waiting for. What about the negative effects? The horror stories we've heard about. From 0.8% to 4.8% of participants reported a marked of severe negative psychological change.
That's enough for me, honestly. No. There's no reason to change their fucking sexual orientation then. You still have not provided a good reason to do this. There's no benefit. None. So that's enough for me. 5% of them, let's say 4% of them are experiencing great quantities of discomfort and whatever. Like, no, then no. That's good enough for me.
Following it, but 12.1 to 61.3 reported marked or severe positive change. Net change was significantly positive for all problem domains. Conclusion: SOCE was perceived as effective and safe therapeutic practice by this sample of participants. They also make a disclaimer saying that this is not to be used for broad generalizations, which is totally fair. Though I think what we can take away from this is that there is a certain level of environmental...
Yeah, the guy who ran that study's a fucking religious zealot.
...aspects to it.
So I don't trust
Even in
him.
homosexuality, which is out of all the sexualities out there, would have to be seen as the most heavily biological. Yet as of this study done in 2021, it shows that it can be changed quite a bit with overwhelmingly positive effects. Now, don't take this out of context. I'm not saying...
But like, what positive effects? That's another thing, is this abstract didn't go into like what the specific positive effects even were. Even if you're to take it as truth at all. Just like, oh, there were positive effects. Trust us. Yeah, trust us on that.
We should force anyone to do this. But for those who want to change, and they wish to change, as I've spoken to many who want to, I would say that these studies show it works. If you're unhappy with the way you are, why shouldn't you be able to change that if you can? I mean, if you support trans...
Nobody's unhappy with being gay except for when, like, you make them unhappy. That's why they're unhappy with being gay. It'd be like being unhappy with having black skin, right? It's like, yeah, I'm sure you are unhappy with your black skin if you're a fucking slave in the 1700s. I'm sure that makes you very unhappy. Not specifically your skin, but the fact that you're treated differently as a result of it. Yeah. It makes perfect sense to me.
Transsexuals transitioning to be what they want, then by that same logic, you should support this.
Hold on. What did you just say?
With the way you are, why shouldn't you be able to change that if you can? I mean, if you support transsexuals transitioning to be what they want, then by that same logic, you should support this, since it works.
No, because if you just let people be gay, they're not going to want to convert. It'd be like, again, it's like eye color. Like, I'm sure it happens, all right? Like, there are people out there who would prefer to have blue eyes over green, sure. And then they can go get that, you know, altered however they do that. I'm sure that happens. But, like, it's very few and far between. It just does not happen, okay? And if it does happen, sure, go for it. You can go straight yourself, okay? Fine. That's fine. You can do whatever you want with your body. Nobody's saying you can't do that. But, like, this is not a real problem. Like, this guy just made shit up. He just made up the fact that like, the fake fact that, like, gay people want to convert to being straight. That's not a thing. It's so stupid. Okay, well, that's one of the videos of all time, my friends. One of the videos of all time. Thank you with Otro. What is this? They used a convenience sample, which skews their results. We examined a convenience sample of 125 men. Compared to the U.S. population of men, the survey respondents were disproportionately white, Western, highly educated, affluent, and Mormon. Oh my God. People are so stupid. They're so stupid. Oh, why do people gotta be stupid? Man. Just stop being homophobic. Not that hard. Okay, guys. I did not plan to stream tonight, and I'm very tired. So I'm going to peace out. I may or may not be back tomorrow. Who's live? Nobody's live. That's fine. How about on Twitch? Doing the seaweed? There we go. Okay. If you're in YouTube chat, don't go yet. Okay. Go to Seaweed stream. All right. Y'all have a great night. Thank you all so much for being here. I had a fun time. Glad to be back to streaming again. It's been a while, so yeah. It's a good time. All right. Go enjoy Seaweed stream, and love you all. See you all soon.